Hello. Hi. How are you? We will ignore my guest today, but we will come back to her at the end of this episode. But just acknowledge that she is there with her package. Hi guys, how are you? How was your Monday? I hope your Monday was spectacular because mine was amazing. I started the week on a high note, and I'm so glad that it started like that because it's setting a pace for the rest of the week, and I'm so glad that it started that way. Despite being on my periods, which is almost over, we're in the middle and we're going forward and we're almost over. I feel great. I feel amazing, and everything is just flowing, guys, flowing. So today I want to tackle fear. Today I say we're going to talk about our biggest fears. What is your biggest fear? That is the biggest question I asked yesterday. What is your biggest fear? I'm asking you so you can recognize it. Write it down if you can, because I want to write my biggest fear. What is my biggest fear? My biggest fear is to go on stage and talk to people the way I'm talking to you right now. I believe, I don't know, the fear, the lizard thing in my head will just retract and tell me you're not supposed to be doing this. So I am scared to go on stage and speak. I used to do public speaking, well, not public speaking, poems. When I was in high school, I used to perform poems, but I don't know, and I used to do drama festivals where dancing and just dancing. That is when there's a lot of people, but alone, talking without memorizing something, I don't know if I can do it now in front of people. I don't know why I'm scared, but that is my biggest fear, to go on stage. And my biggest fear is to die poor. Yes, I know so many people have that fear, and I don't know if they do, but that is my biggest fear. That is the fear that is always in my head, that I will die poor. Where did this fear come from? I will tell you something. I was not born in a family where we're poor. I was born in a lower middle class in Kenya. So we weren't poor. My dad provided everything I ever needed in my life. And my dad was a sole provider. And yeah, he provided for all of us. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and she did a lot of things for us. Made sure we went to school, made sure we ate, but my dad did most of the financial side. So I don't know where this fear of being poor is coming from. I don't know. Are there any fears of my life that are stopping me from moving forward? I am trying every day. Not really. Yes, I am trying every day to move past my fear of dying poor, because I don't want to die poor. And I will not die poor. I'm saying it, knock on wood. But anything that is stopping me from moving forward, there is nothing stopping me from moving forward. Every day I make decisions that lead me to what I want in my future. I do things every day that I want to do that will lead me to the next chapter of my life. I believe that everything I do in my daily life is necessary for the future that I want and I demand. So I don't think there's anything stopping me from moving forward. rather than the fear of not making it to the end, because I see the end, but the distance from here to the end, that's where the problem is, and I'm identifying it right now. And if there are any fears, what will happen if instead I run from them, I run towards them and embrace them and replace them? So, as I said, I'm not running away from anything, but I'm embracing that I do not want to die poor, and I'm doing things by not giving up, by trying everything I can, everything I can put my hands on, by making sure that any idea, any spark, anything that comes to my brain, I put it out there, because at any stage of my life, that is where my desire that is at the end, my goal, my vision is, and will pick it up. So I am not holding anything back, and I don't think I'll hold anything back. I am putting everything out there. Well, a couple of years ago, I was always holding back, but at the stage that I am in my life, I am not holding anything back. I am putting everything out. I'm putting my hands, my head, my mind, my soul, my body in everything, so that one of them will pick up in the direction of the desire that I want to go. So that means, what does that mean? That means that I'm not giving up. That means that I'm trying as hard as I can to do the best that I can. And I'm not just sitting and waiting for the goals that I've put aside for myself. So I am tackling my fear, and I will move past it, because I know I have labeled it. I am not ignoring it. I know it's there. I recognize it. I embrace it, and I counteract it. I don't want to give it power. And again, I don't want to ignore it, because once you ignore it, it gains more power over you. It's like a pendulum, guys. It's like a pendulum. When you ignore your fear, it will take over and go over it. When you embrace it, you will overtake it. So the best way to overcome fear is to recognize it, to know that it is there. Give it a name. Give it give it the thing that you know you do not want to do in it. And that thing that is there in your head, you believe that you cannot do it, and you're afraid to do it. Do the opposite of it. Like, do it. Try as much as you can to do the opposite of it, so that it does not gain the power over you. Okay? What will happen if you marched toward your fear with the plan of attack instead of retreat? Just as I have said, you attack it. You know it's there. You grab it, and you do the opposite of what it's demanding you to do. So I am afraid of being poor. The worst case scenario is me to sit and retreat and just die in my misery and think of, oh my God, I'm so scared of being poor. I'm just sitting there and crying and wondering if I will ever make it, blah, blah, blah. Instead, you counteract it and do the opposite of everything that you want to do. So you counteract it. You do everything against what your fear wants you to do. To hide, it wants you to hide. Be more open-minded. Be more open. Be more outspoken. It wants you to shut up. Speak louder. It wants you to go under and be in depression. Get out of it. Get yourself out of it. That is the only way. Do not ignore it. Caution, do not ignore your fear, because you are giving it power to overtake it. Do not ignore your fear. Embrace it, acknowledge it, and do the opposite of what it wants. And that's how you counteract your fear. I want to try and talk about where my fears came from, but I don't know. Maybe this is a professional level. Somebody professional can tell me this, but I don't know where my fear of being poor came from. I don't know. I actually don't know. I just know I do not want to suffer and I do not want to be poor. But I'm not sure where that fear came from. But I am going to do much research on that for myself to understand where that fear came from. But I am acknowledging it, and I know that it is there, and I'm doing everything against it. But I will tackle it to understand why. So guys, for the last 3 days we've been tackling fear, and we've talked a little bit more about fear and knowing what fear is into our lives. The best way to handle fear is not to ignore it. You're giving it power. When you ignore your fears, you're giving it power. You have to acknowledge it, give it a name, and handle it the opposite way it's making you do it. So however your fear is, do the opposite of it. That's just the way it is. I hope this topic helped you, and if not, we can always dive deeper and talk about it. We can ask questions and we can go about it to banter and to have a communication about it, to know what fear is, because fear is a big monster that everybody is scared of, but it's simply something inside you that wants to be recognized so that it can be moved aside and be replaced by something other than it, the fear itself. Okay guys, so thank you so much for joining me on the fear topic. I don't know what we will be doing tomorrow. Well, we will see. We always do something, we always talk about something, so I'll see what we can talk about tomorrow. But for now, we are done with the topic of fear, and I hope and pray that it helped you a little bit, and it helped you to recognize what are the fears in your life and what you want to do about them. Okay, so today I believe that something amazing is going to happen to me today. What good thing happened to me today? Hi guys. My first ever Valentine's. Woo-hoo-hoo. I think this is the only amazing thing I'll write today. I was asked out. I am somebody's Valentine's, guys. I am somebody's Valentine, and I'm so happy and in love, and I'm just so happy. And I have this tiny little friend who will be sleeping with me tonight and most of my nights, to remind me that I got somebody who loves me and I love them. Okay guys, it says, in case I haven't been showing enough signs that I love you, arrows, will you be my Valentine's? What do you think I said, guys? I said a freaking yeah. Yes, I will be his Valentine. I will be his Valentine, and I love him more than all these words. So yes guys, Valentine is here. Where's my boyfriend? This is an exciting moment in my life, and I'm so glad that I get to experience this, because I have always known I will get here, but I did not know when and how. But I believed, and I moved past my fear of knowing that I will not be single for the rest of my life, and I got a Valentine's. Okay guys, an amazing thing that happened to me today. I became someone's Valentine for the first time in my life. Okay guys, and what other amazing thing happened to me today? I started a ritual of waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't think I would make it this morning as my first morning, but I did it. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I had a productive day. I really did. And I worked out today. Those are some of the amazing things that happened to me today. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for myself for never giving up and knowing inside me that I will always be somebody's Valentine. I never doubted myself about that. So I'm grateful for myself that I never gave up on the hopes of being someone's Valentine. What else am I grateful for? I am grateful for me, for waking up early in the morning, for waking up at 5 a.m. And lastly, I am grateful for my boyfriend for being my Valentine. Guys, it used to look like a dream, this, but it's not a dream anymore. It's real and it's happening. It can happen for you too. Just believe in yourself, okay? So today is Feb 9. Oh, I guess Feb 9. I believe that something amazing is going to happen to me today or tomorrow. What good thing happened to me today? Okay, guys, so I will see you tomorrow as we find something amazing to talk about tomorrow. We will see what we will be talking about. If you have any topics in mind, please leave a comment and we can talk about something amazing, because this is an everyday thing. We are committed to this. So if you want to talk about something, please let me know and we can talk about it. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow as we talk about something amazing. We will look for something to talk about. We always find something to talk about, right? And with that, I want to say have a good night, have a lovely evening, and have a lovely rest of your week. If you're not following, please like, follow, and subscribe, okay? I will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.